And now a story you will only see here on News 8. Some of you may listen to audiobooks in your cars, maybe on your iPods, but have you ever wondered who is reading it? News 8's Carrie Babbitt found the man behind the voice and the surprising place where he works.
All right, so this is how I make my living.
Mic on, press record. Now the voice of Norman Dietz is ready to be heard all over the world.
Colossus, Hoover Dam and the Making of the American Century by Michael Hiltzik, narrated by Norman Dietz.
You would think someone who has recorded over 100 audiobooks would be working in, say, Manhattan, and Norman has, but these days his renowned voice is recorded right here in Lancaster in a building you may have walked or driven by many times before.
The commute is great.
Norman voices books in his apartment on the 3rd floor of the historic Hager building.
Say from the bedroom to my studio in probably 20 seconds.
Getting to work is easy, but it's been an incredible journey getting here.
For generations, hardy or
with a stint in radio and TV news, even as a reporter in the 1950s at WGAL, Norman really shined when he got into theatrical performances. And from there, his voice took him right into the ears of book lovers.
People compliment me. I say, don't compliment me. It's all my ancestors going way back on both sides of the family. Something came together right and produced those pipes, and you can only be glad.
One would think this job is simple, but as the saying goes, you can't judge a book by its cover.
To that end,
Norman has studied thousands of pronunciations, dialects, and even different accents.
Land on a nationwide radio hookup.
He's voiced everything from children's books to biographies of presidents to the all-time classics.
I've done 10 Mark Twains, including Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer and Life on the Mississippi.
He just finished recording Moby Dick.
I read that whole thing aloud, and that's a long book, but I think my performance is brilliant.
And so do millions of listeners around the world.
Sometimes I listen to a book I've recorded, like 15 years ago or 20 years ago, and I say, hey, not bad.
In Lancaster.
The darkness was opportune.
Carrie Babbitt, News 8.
And that's a man who's well-read. Well, Norman works for Tantar Media. It's one of the leading audiobook companies in the world, and he records up to a dozen books a year.